Your thoughts on the game and then ending?
No, this is basketball, you know. Guys were competing. We were kind of executing the game plan pretty well tonight. You know, we were there all game competing, but you know, it's about small details. Chris does what he does. You know, he hit 10 threes today. We missed 10 free throws, so that's kind of the game there. And you know, it hurts now, but we got another game again in 2 days, so we kind of have to recover and get ready. But you know, it hurts, but it's basketball, you know. But still, proud of these guys. We competed after all this traveling all day yesterday, and you know, you still need to earn it. You have to play 40 minutes until the end, and we couldn't do that tonight.
And Karim, I guess tough and a loss to reflect on it, but 19 points, I think your NBL highest score. Your thoughts on your game specifically?
Well, I think I played good. I mean, there's also things I did bad, so I gotta improve also on that. And I mean, it doesn't really matter how much I score if you don't win. So we just getting back in the gym and try to work on the things we can improve and try to get a win Thursday, right? I get to the win on Thursday.
Or no, Thursday.
Is it
Thursday?
We don't even know. I don't even know what day it is.
Days, all this traveling. Thursday.
We've talked after pretty much every game, and we try to find ways to sort of explain how you lost. And this is one game where I feel like you outplayed them for most of the game. You did everything right, like you said, except make your free throws and except find a way to stop Chris Golding. I mean, sometimes you have to just tip your hat to a great player. I'm not sure you could have done a whole lot about a lot of these 10 3-pointers.
Yeah, I mean, few of them definitely we could have done better job, especially in the beginning of the game. We were not focused, we were not communicating, and we let him get maybe going way too easy in the beginning. And then, you know, like you said, he's a great player. He can make those tough ones, and he did that. He got really going, and you know, he burned us. But like you said, we were there 40 minutes, and that's what we always said. All these games, what we've been losing, also many of them, we've been there. And it's about small details, doing the little things better, competing, fighting for the rebounds. But like you said, we haven't always shoot the three ball that well. But tonight the little detail was the free throws. But you know, we learn. These guys learn, and there are still games left in this season, and we try to finish with the right way.
I know you haven't got a box score in front of you, but I mean, you end up with more rebounds than them. You have 14 offensive rebounds to their 9. You end up with more points in the paint. You have 15 points off turnovers, 15 second chance points. It feels like you were on top in every area of the game. Does that make it harder to accept that you didn't end up winning?
Yeah, it does, and it doesn't. You know, your game last 40 minutes. They were better at that point. But like I said, we played really solid game, and the guys were competing, and it hurts. But you know, you have to finish the job, and we couldn't do that. Even we kind of knew the last play also what was coming. We did a good job, and Chris Golding hit incredible shot in the end. But it's basketball, and sometimes, like you said, sometimes you have to just take your hat off and say, you know, greatness beat us.
There has been a little bit of an ongoing theme, hasn't it? Whether it's Bryce Cotton or Casey Prather or Chris Golding. I mean, do you have an answer for why some of these great players seem to enjoy playing against you, unfortunately, right now?
Well, I don't know why they are so motivated against us, you know, but like I said, you know, if you let these great players get going, then it's really hard to stop these guys like Bryce. You know, of course, there is some defensive things what we could do better, but you know, you really have to be a great defender to contest these guys and be alert all the time, physically, mentally, and Casey Prater, you know, he get going a lot of them one-on-ones. Bryce, a lot of one-on-ones. Chris Golding, different kind of players coming out of the screens and shooting the ball, but you know, you always have to be alert with him, and you can't lose him, or otherwise you're gonna burn you, and that's what he kind of happened today. But you know, otherwise we did great job. We kept everybody else in check, and I think, you know, he's just one of those players who can, you know, win the games individual.
What do you make of what Matt Moody's doing for you right now? Because he had a tough shooting night for 3 quarters tonight, but then he almost shoots you to victory. And 3 games ago you talked about how he needed to control his emotions better. He needed to stay out of foul trouble. In the last 2 games he's done that. How impressed are you with the leadership that he's shown, especially over these last 2 games, and for the most part of this stretch without Parker?
Yeah, he definitely stepped up. There was the big, let's say, long part of the season he didn't kind of find his way. He didn't get going, and then Parker, you know, got out. He really stepped up. He kind of took that responsibility, and also tonight you can see he was tired after the, you know, playing over 30 minutes last game, now traveling yesterday all day and then playing again. You can see with some of the decisions, you know, that some, but you know, he was always there, and he came up with a big moments, and but it's also it's team effort. Everybody got their role, what we want them to do, and but like I said, it's you only remember the wins, and we were close, but no cigar yet. I really hope against Tassie we go with the same attitude, same energy, and we get the job done. It's gonna be another challenge, another opportunity for us to get a win.
It's a really interesting night with Taco because it felt like they didn't have any answers for him, and he ends up drawing 10 fouls, but then again, you know, unfortunately couldn't make his free throws, and he ends up only playing 15 minutes. How do you sum up the night for him?
Well, yeah, with Taco, it's been, let's say, learning experience for us coaches, for our players, kind of defensively, offensively, how we can play with him, how we can use him, and some moments we are doing better jobs, some moments we are still learning, and today we couldn't find, let's say, when they went to double team in the second half, we couldn't trust the pass. Easy thing, pass the ball to the open guy, move it, and attack the closeout. Like this, we need to get better, and then of course, you know, it's about also free throws, but he brings, let's say, different kind of advantage to this team, and different kind of, like, you know, weapon, how we can use, and he put their big guys to the foul trouble in the first half, but the guys are learning, we are doing better, but of course there are some things what we need to be, need to be fixed.
Karim, you've come here to play to develop your game. How much quicker do you develop by playing against the sort of guys that you played against tonight? There's Chris, who's one of the great shooters in world basketball, but then there's NBA champions like Ian Clark and Delhi. There's a world-renowned sort of defender, Shayeli. How much does this game help your development, especially when you're able to play well in it?
I think it's been great. I think it's helping me a lot. I also still got a couple games left, and also next season, so gotta keep working, gotta keep helping the team with all I can, and yeah, I feel like it's been, a really productive season, a really good learning season, and yeah, I'm excited for the future too.
What are your thoughts now on Thursday night playing against Tasmania? It's a chance to finally get home. You haven't been at Spark Arena very often lately, so I'm sure you're looking forward to that on Thursday night, Karim. Yeah,
definitely. It's gonna be great. I feel like the crowd at Spark Arena is always good. So, here also the crowd was amazing. So, props to them, and yeah, excited to go and play against Tassie, another great team, and hopefully we can get the win.
The thing that stood out about the team tonight was that they showed great spirit and great fight, and like I talked to Cop about, you seemed like you did outplay them for a lot of that game. Is the feeling within the group, Karim, still pretty strong, even though the wins haven't been coming?
Yes, we still believe. We definitely believe. We're staying together. I feel like, there's been a lot of games that we lost that we've really been there. It's even margins, but I feel like we just gotta keep working, gotta keep pushing, being together, and try to get a win.
Thanks very much, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks,